So, as I've been reflecting these past days, these past months, these past weeks, just here recently, really, not even a long time, what I'm really finding is that the person that is the smartest in life, they don't always necessarily win. In school, like those that actually have the highest grades, that are the smartest, they are the achievers, right? They're the ones that are awarded, they get the accolades. But in life, it doesn't work that way, because even if you have smarts, if you're not willing to apply yourself, then you won't win. You will not succeed. You could know everything to do. You can know what you need to do, know how to fix your life, know how to fix your credit, know how to fix yourself, know that you need to get healing in your heart and from your past or whatever. Know that you shouldn't marry that guy. Know that you shouldn't, take that job. Know that you shouldn't go that place, But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to do it. And so here I am, this person. I've always been the person that I'm not the smartest. In fact, I'm probably the least smartest, always in every crowd. Among my friends, I'm not the smartest. I'm by far not the most educated. In fact, I only have a high school education. Started school but didn't finish. But I am that person that is relentless, that will not stop, that will not be outworked. And I'm finding that this is how you win in life. And it's really interesting, because it's wiring. I have to literally reprogram myself, rewire myself from, I used to feel embarrassed, the fact that I didn't finish college, and the fact that I don't know all these big words, and when I write, writing is not an absolute strength of mine, and neither is speaking. But it's not about that. It's a matter of, if you apply yourself at all, and the areas that you're not, sharpest, do you work on them, or do you do nothing? And so I'm finding that it's the people in life that are willing to push through, that have to work harder to just be average, just to get good grades, are the ones that actually succeed, because we know what it's like. Everything in life has came to us. We've had to work for it. Nothing comes easy, And so I'm finding that the true secret in life is not knowledge. It's application, putting in the work, working your ass off, working your face off. So what if you're tired? So what, if you're anything? All those excuses. So what to all of them? How about that? Your next excuse, every time you want to give yourself an excuse, put a so what at the end of it, and then just do it. I am, quite sick of people robbing themselves of a good life simply because they lack the willpower to be hardworking. So what? It's gonna hurt. So what? It's not what you want to eat. So what? He needs you. So what? You love them. So what? Do what's best in the outcome. Stop robbing yourself of this low quality of life, low quality finances, low quality friendships, low quality, living environment, low quality credit, low quality, car. And it's not about material possessions, not at all. It's about, hey, if that's not what you want, then get off your butt and work for it. You don't have to have the things that you don't desire. You get to have the things that you desire in life. Happiness, love, good friendships, freedom, financial freedom, travel, but people refuse to do the work. So what? You went through some stuff in your childhood. So did I. So did everybody. Everybody has a story. So stop replaying yours. Stop thinking that yours is more painful. Yours is more. Maybe it is. Guess what? That means you'll go further. You'll go farther. But we can't pick ourselves up from our past. We keep on replaying them. And it's only, setting us backwards. It's like we keep on playing rewind to the future. Listen, it's way more to the movie. But we can't even get to the next part of the story because we keep on playing rewind. So what? You don't want to get up. Get up anyway. So what? It hurts. So what? You're tired. Stop being lazy. Seriously. I'm sick of it. We are robbing ourselves. I have discovered that life does not defeat us. People do not defeat us. We are defeating ourselves in this very life. And it is breaking my heart to see a bunch of grown adults living a half-full life, and then we capture moments of greatness and we want to pretend that life looks that way. No, that's not the reality. We really have to get that anxious, like that serious, like get serious about planning our lives and working towards creating the dream and stop pretending. Seriously. Secondly, if you're not happy, it's going to be very difficult for you to teach your kids, show your kids what happiness looks like, because they pay attention to everything that you do. It's more than what you say. So you could be pretending like you're happy. If you're pessimistic, if you see the glass half empty, if you're defeated, if you have a woe is me mentality, you're teaching your kids to be that. So then you want to get mad when they get bullied or when they're not standing up for themselves. Well, you're not standing up to people either. You're not standing up to life, your employer, your boss, your friends, your husband, your debt. Like, boss all the way up. Seriously. We don't get to be grown kid adults. One of my friends told me that she's like, we're just a lot of adults are just a bunch of grown kids. Like, they don't do what they're supposed to do. Nobody wants to do laundry. So what? Do it. Do you think why do you have to tell your kids to clean their room? Because they don't want to do it. So parent yourself on this very day, in this very life, because you only get one. At the end of your life, do you want to finish it with, I wish I coulda, woulda, shoulda, all that, nutta, dutta? Like, no, get to work. It's hard getting up. Some days I fall off. This week, I didn't get up at 4 a.m. to go work out. I woke up, I hit the snooze. I made excuses. So what? That doesn't mean that I didn't work out the rest of the days. That doesn't mean that I didn't work out that day. That just means that I had to work harder because I didn't get a jump start on my day. So when I got on the treadmill, I said, guess what? So what if you're starting the speed at 2, Courtney? You have to kick it up to 8 or 9 because you started the day late. You're starting your mile slow. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And so the aftermath was I got a mile time that I typically don't get when I'm just cruising and I'm perusing when I'm working out. But I was reprogramming my mind that it's really not how you start. It's when do you decide to kick a shift and to remain in that gear, and then when you're pushing yourself, then kick it to a new gear. And, on the days when it's really tough, that's when you surround yourself with people that love you, that are pushing themselves, and that are going to push you and that are not going to say, hey, it's okay to be sad, to be lazy, to go have a drink. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. Surround yourself with people that are pushing themselves. Otherwise, it's like planting yourself in soil that's being watered with soda. It will not grow. Don't expect to be a healthy seed. And maybe some people are like, man, how come I'm not growing? Well, that used to be my little question too. Like, man, I feel like I've plateaued. I'm doing good. I'm doing better than everybody else. I never would say that, but I was secretly thinking that. So I could, chillax a little bit because I was working, or it appeared I was better off than others. But no, I don't get to do that. I have to now plant myself with people that work harder than me, that want it more than me. And it may not be in every area of, my life or their life. Our lives don't have to look the same. They don't have to have the same career path that I do. But there has to be an area of their life that I have admiration for. And I'm like, man, I want to be strong like them. I want to be smart like them. I want to be diligent. I want to be efficient like them. I want to be on time like them. I want to be, a planner like them. I want to be a giver like them. I want to be as diligent as them. Like, that's what you surround yourself with. Not the people that I want to have more like them. Like, that's secondary. That is absolutely secondary. The coolest life is one where you're filled on the inside. Because when you're filled on the inside, you're just shooting out. You just have so much love in you. It's overflowing. You're sharing. You're caring. You're happy. Life is good. When somebody, cuts you off on the road, you don't let it piss you off. You're not quick to explode because you're in a great place. Where some of us, we live life the other way. We want the appearance of a good life. And while the world thinks we have one, we're, again, robbing ourselves of a real one, because we'd rather appear like we have a good life than actually create one. So I'm challenging everybody to get off of your butts, get out of your excuses, to get clear with your, with your life. What is it that you want? What is it that you desire? Is it a relationship? Is it a marriage? Is it, a better job? A better what? Stop overthinking. Sometimes I remember when we were little kids, my mom read us something, and we read a book, or I forget what it was, but it was like, I thought a thought, and the thought I thought wasn't the thought I thought. If I would have thought the thought I thought, I wouldn't have thought so much. Basically, way too much thinking. All that thinking could have translated to a bunch of work, figuring it out. We spend so much time in thinking mode, sometimes we never take action, Then a whole hour done passed and we're like, oh, I guess I'll just do nothing. Not an option. Nothing changes that way. So, I need you guys to get serious about your life. If it's not for you, some people don't have enough in them to do it for themselves. Do it for your kids. It's like, I need to create a better life. I need to tap into happiness. I need to know what more feels like. I need to know what true happiness feels like so I can teach my kid that. Because if not, you'll teach your kid to pretend too. A lot of us we think that making our kids look all cute and fancy and saying yes ma'am, no ma'am, and cleaning their room is going to make them be a good person in life. But if their heart is empty, I'm sorry, but I am sick of parents saying, oh, you're a big boy, get up, don't cry. You're teaching your child to turn off his emotions and to pretend like they don't exist. No, what you say is, yes, you fell. Yes, it hurts. It's going to hurt for a little bit, but you're going to have to eventually get up, and you're going to have to walk, and you're going to have to deal with the pain until it goes away. But don't tell your kids to turn off their emotions. It doesn't hurt. You're a big boy. You're a big girl. You can handle it. No, you're telling them to pretend. And then you wonder why, and then grown adults become pretenders. Oh, it doesn't bother me. Then they explode. Or then they're passive aggressive. Because we were programmed from a young age to turn down what we truly feel, and then we don't even know how to identify what we feel as adults. Or we think that we have to continue to go through life, like pretending that nothing bothered us. It never hurt. When do we get to say, yes, it hurts? And I want to stay down right now. But I know that I can't stay down forever. I think that'd be a much more successful approach. I really think it would. And there was something else I wanted to cover. Emotions, parenting. I'm not a parent, and most people say like, hey, never take advice from someone that's not a parent or that doesn't. That's not true. I know a really good book, and it says a wise man learns from other people, mistakes, other people in general. So granted, I'm not a parent, but I have tons of parent examples around me, and I am able to learn from them, learn what to do, learn what I admire, learn what not to do. Oh yeah, and parents not letting them kids dress themselves and express themselves and wear what they want, It's different from being a hoochie. We're not talking about that. But if a kid has an opinion, they have a desire to wear something, why are you telling them, turn off your opinion, turn off your creativity, because the world is not going to appreciate it. The world is not going to like it. The world is not going to respect it. And wear what my opinion says, because my opinion is the right opinion. What I put together matches. You're telling your kids to deny their creativity, to do what's safe, to do what you have identified as safe, instead of discovering on their own. You know, you're teaching them to not trust themselves and their creativity. As long as they're covered up, who cares what they want to wear if it doesn't match? You're teaching them to lead. If they feel comfortable in it, and it's, you know, an orange shirt and some yellow pants and, you know, one cowboy boot and one whatever shoe, you're teaching them it's okay to tap into yourself and to express yourself. As long as it's not harmful to someone else, then be who you are. Let's focus on managing the major things and ignoring the minor things. We manage the minor things and ignore the major, and it's a problem, because it's a bunch of grown, lost adults that are copying, and then we're saying like, dang, everybody, you know, why is she copying her? Why is she copying him? Well, from a young age, you told your kid, you taught them how to follow. First, follow you and your opinion over their own, your creativity instead of theirs. And then you're mad because they don't know how to be creative, or they don't know how to lead. Now you're asking them, telling them don't be a follower when they're in junior high, after they've had to follow and turn down their little minds. It's just, you know, we really have to stop, and we really have to think, you know, and go about life different. We have to. We have to. And lastly, let's not be so busy that we forget to live. Too busy with work, too busy with social media, too busy with everything, that we forget to tap into ourselves, to learn who we are, what we like. What's Courtney's color at 30? Because Courtney's favorite color at 19, all those things matter. Like, yes, it's still, you have to get to know yourself, you know, before you can ever, you know, really be able to share yourself with someone else. It's so important. So that's all that I have to say for the day. I've just been, you know, thinking a little bit. So sorry if I'm going on to the break of dawn, but life is precious and it's valuable. And it just breaks my heart. It really, really does. When I see, you know, so many people just robbing themselves. It'd be different if we were still slaves, if anybody was a slave, and they were forced to live a life, you know, that they did not want, you know. They were forced. They had no other option. But we have options in this life. So is your option to continue to do things the same and be miserable? Is your option to do things different? Choose wisely. I love you, my dear. Have a good day.